Next witness is number 26. Witness 26 at page 465 in the supplement. And good evening, Madam Witness. The chairman would now swear you in.
Good afternoon, Madam Witness. Would you please repeat after me?
Yes, please, go ahead.
I solemnly declare that I will speak the truth.
I solemnly declare to tell the truth.
Then nothing but the truth.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Wait there, there'll be questions from counsel, followed by questions from the panel. Thank you.
And the witness is giving evidence about the arrest and detention of her nephew, who was kept in Fashovoye prison and was treated with serious punishments and torture. Witness 26, can you please explain what has happened to your nephew and how you managed to hear about that?
ببینید من قبلا هم
You see, I had participated in the demonstrations of previous years with him. I had guessed that something would happen to him, and before it happened, I did tell him, I said, please, don't go and don't participate in these demonstrations. But he unfortunately did not listen to me and participated. Of course, his objective was the right one, and I'm proud of him. And we had no news of him afterwards for a whole month. And after a month, we realized that he had been arrested.
Can you tell us what you heard about his conditions and how was his injuries?
I heard that he was arrested and was beaten up. He was tortured. He was forced to confess. His tooth and head were broken. He had been under great psychological pressure.
Have you received any information as to the condition of the cell that he has been kept in Fashovoye prison?
Yes. Before they would take him to Fashovoye, he was being kept in in an industrial building, a place where there was no cover on the floor, no carpet on the floor, no heating, and no facilities for them to use. And there was a public toilet for a large number of people. There was just one toilet for a large number of people. And they had to, there was no wash basin either. They had to sleep on the floor. It was in a very bad condition. It wasn't considered as a cell.
Please let the tribunal know whether there was a court hearing, and if so, what was the charge and what was the punishment?
Yes. After he was sent to Fashovoye prison, the Revolution Court set a date for him. After he was put on to trial, he was sentenced to prison, lashes, and exile.
Retain a lawyer?
He had an appointed lawyer, but the lawyer was not allowed to enter the court.
Is he still in prison?
He's in exile.
The tribunal may have some more questions for you.
Thank you. I'll be at your service.
Madam, I'd like to ask just a few questions, if I can.
خواهش میکنم.
Yes, please.
I understand from your testimony that your brother, upon release from detention on security, retreated to his room and wouldn't speak to anyone in the family for a whole week. Is that correct?
برادرزاده.
My nephew.
Pardon, your nephew.
خواهش میکنم. بله وقتی
No problem. When he came back, he was released on bail. And after he was released, he didn't leave his room. He didn't talk to anyone. He didn't eat. He was not interested to see anyone. He didn't want to see anyone. Psychologically and mentally, he faced a lot of problems.
Later, he admitted that he had been effectively tortured through electric shocks. Is that correct?
دقیقاً
Exactly. He received electric shock and he was forced to confess in front of camera and also in writing.
And without giving any details which would identify him or yourself, what was he forced to confess? What did he admit to having been electrocuted or been given electric shocks?
He admitted that he had participated in the riots. He had caused arson, he had destroyed public property, and that he had provoked people to come to the streets to riot. So he has in fact disrupted the order and the security of the country.
And eventually he was sentenced, and I don't want to,
بله محکوم شد.
and I don't want to go too much into the details because the details may identify him, but I understand from your testimony he was sentenced to a number of lashes. Is that correct?
بله
Yes.
Involve? What is used,
متوجه
if you
منظورشون
know?
کابل برق
It's electric cable that is used to whip. When I myself received whips, that was done using electric cables.
Which part of the body is whipped?
قسمت پشت کمر
Behind the lower back, from the neck up to the upper part of the bum.
Is that on the bare skin or through clothes?
نه روی بدن بدون لباس
No, they hit the people while their clothes are removed.
He was sentenced to a number of
بله.
a number of lashes, and also a
بله.
term of imprisonment, and also a term of being banished from his hometown to another area.
بله،
Is that
دقیقاً.
correct?
Exactly.
And
شلاق زندان و تبعید
Lashes, imprisonment, and exile.
and has he served all of that sentence? All of those three components of the sentence?
در
He's now on exile. He finished his prison term and he has received lashes. So he has finished his imprisonment, he has received his lashes, and now he's on exile. In exile, he's still in prison. He has not left prison, but his prison has been somewhere else in exile.
And so the point of the exile is that he's not allowed then to receive any visits from friends or family. Is that why he's banished?
اصلا حتی تماس فکر میکنم
I think that might be the reason he is not allowed to have any visitors. Nobody can go and see him. He doesn't have even the right to contact anyone.
And as far as you're aware, the sentence was passed because of the confession, or was there other evidence?
فکر
I believe it was because of his confessions that were forcibly taken, and they had films, video films, and pictures from him that he had actively participated in the protests.
And without revealing his identity, how is he now after this electric shocks and punishment and detention? How is his mental state now?
اطلاعی نداری
We don't know.
No.
به خاطر اینکه اجازه
Because he does not contact us. He's not allowed to contact us.
Thank you, Madam Witness.
خواهش میکنم خواهش میکنم
You're welcome.
No more questions from the panel. Thank you, Counsel.
This concludes
خواهش
our...
میکنم متشکرم از شما
Thank you.
Very much for your evidence.
Thank you very much, Madam Witness, for your evidence. We've heard it and we've read it with care, and we'll take it into account. Thank you.
متشکرم از شما
I am grateful to all of you, and I hope that I have been of assistance to the tribunal.